This isn't a glorious boast, Fists, but it isn't a hard one either. If you can't even guard a blasted shed, it's no wonder we're being replaced by steel watches.
Well, to be fair, for a miserable collection of
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really.
What are we gonna do in the city?
Oh, gods! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it? Fetch! Oh, gods, no! No, no! No, that just won't... Look, I know you're not gonna see it, so you might as well be on... Hammer! Oh, goodness! You said it! Wondrous day! You could come back!
Here we are, Griselda. All in one piece.
I wish the cult hadn't burnt our farm though. At least we got Biscotti out of that burning barn.
Ex extura!
Just a little singed, eh, Biscotti?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Yes, yes, yes!
Have you found some place we can wash our clothes yet?
What will we wear? No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Isn't he just? I'm so very glad they let animals in the camp. Means Biscotti can be kept away from that awful war.
Oh yes, as long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength.
With farmers, Chris, what are we gonna do in the city?
Pretty sure they'll need labourers to shore up the walls for it.
You're right. I'm right with that. Here we are, Griselda. All in one piece.
I wish the cult hadn't burnt our farm though. At least we got Biscotti out of that burning barn.
Just a little singe, eh? We need to get into the city.
Have you found some place?
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? Well, I was going to sell the finest alchemical tinkerings the Gate had ever seen, but the bureaucrats had other ideas. They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct... I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hid him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Have you found some?
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city. We're...
Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder what...
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh! Not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
Attention, Fifth!
We all punch a lot more. I guess we could colour those a lot.
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her!
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or me.
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching, isn't he?
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the...
Now, mind your tongues. Leave Christine to me.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to...
Bex died.
How did the wine sack get empty, Garen?
I bet somebody drank it, Mom. Not even for me.
What? I'm bushed. I reckon if I could change that.
Hail, friend. Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate? It's a fine city, isn't it? Used to be you'd arrive knowing you had a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous. Tensions. That's putting it mildly. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldarians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget. Too bloody right. They've gone soft behind those walls, forgotten what it's like to struggle, living hand to mouth. I say we march round there and slit a few bellies, remind them how much worse things could be. What do you say? Why does it matter? Innocence makes the blood run clearer.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from? You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the Lordling, tell him Oren is watching.
So Oren is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Christine is pretty fun. She help out a bit more.
To be dull. No such luck.
You're no sauce. I've behind me on Christine.
Boys trapped to injure children. It's abominable.
I'm ready. Onward in her name.
Watch your back. On the hunt. A very pinchable pocket.
Never a dull moment.
Whatever comes, I'm ready. A bit more.
Mind your tongues.
Ticklish little creature tries to...
Sir, Orin's a shapeshifter. Which means we can't trust anyone. Not even each...
Christine is pretty fun. She help out a bit more.
Now, mind your tongues. Leave Christine to me.
Christine didn't clean the cookware, Mother Mona. Again. Garen, you know the rule. We cook. Find us bloody keepers, I say.
Bloody savages, a lot of them.
We're as desperate as the rest of these savages. They just have the sense to move quicker than us.
That might be worth a look.
The state of this car. I mean, what were they thinking?
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
If they just lined up. If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks.
We got here first, friend.
Back off!
Look at that! Finest pie that fruit could have made. Now it's mush.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep? Oh, the big one.
God, I can practically smell it.
Shut it! Scavenge wherever you can from this mess. We'll make something out of it. Take the wood from the cart too. That'll be good for a fire, if nothing else.
Cazador's nest of serpents must be exterminated. Nothing.
You think you can just walk into our camp, present yourself to...
Every last blood.
Rechtei Hathran Rust. Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey Vald Iskablast.
You've clearly walked into some kind of ceremony, but it's nothing that you recognize. You do recognize the language, however. These people are Gur, a tribe of monster hunters, just like the one you met in the Hag's Swamp.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you. The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future. When we sent Gandrel after you, we wanted to interrogate you, to discover how to save our children, and then destroy you. But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Free. Not while his master still lives. But he has, perhaps, earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr'Zar's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Cazador like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead.
You need to be wiped out. Exterminated. Nothing less will do.
Excuse me. Did you not hear anything I just said? They're gone.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
I suppose. Yes.
Thank you. From me and all my people. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
Wait for the next wave.
Bring our children. There is nothing to forgive. It is only right to mourn.
We shed tears today, so we may shed blood tomorrow.
We cannot rush into their glory.
It is good to have you with us.
Do not stand here.
What a charmer.
Do not stand.
These things have stayed interesting.
They need to be wiped out.
No screaming children.
Who will stand between them and the innocent?
We let emotion cloud our judgment,
We do
and it
nothing.
almost
The
doomed
innocent will
us.
suffer just the
We
same.
need strategy and
We have
cool
no good
heads.
choices.
I pray you will succeed where we failed.
And at the moment,
To lose our children is a tragedy. Ulmer insists the tribe is not cursed, but
We are begging help. I would follow Ulmer to the hells and back, but this...
Cazador's nest of serpents must be exterminated.
Well,
Nothing less will do.
And if our children still live, I swear,
all right.
but we cannot build plans.
Tempers are rising. It's
Careful, I bite.
We cannot rush into their claws again.
not everyone subscribes to what
A crooked touch.
I know too.
your actions have
You're mine.
I will not lose. I cannot lose.
Cazador's nest of serpents
every
must
last
be
bloodsucker.
Don't touch me.
I swear.
Nothing less will do.
And if our children
there'll
still
always be
live,
more.
what will
Please
happen
spread
to them
light
with
for
the attack?
locusts.
I share your fear.
So
We
we should
cannot
do
build plans
just
and
wait
fear.
for the next wave.
For all our sakes.
Time for discretion. Let's have a rummage.
seems things keep getting broken around here. You're about to get the blame. Some honesty from a criminal. How refreshing. It won't stop you being arrested, though.
Cazador's nest of serpents
Every
must
last bloodsucker.
Nothing less.
And if our children still live, what will happen to them if we attack? I share your fear.
We will have to act for all our sakes.
A vandal's been damaging property around here. You have a feeling you're under suspicion. You've been given the benefit of...
Cazador's nest
destroy
of serpents
every
must
last
be
bloodsucker. I swear.
Nothing less will do.
And if our children
There'll
still
always be
live,
more.
what will
They
happen to
spread
them
like
if we attack?
locusts.
I share your fear.
We will have to act for all our sakes. It is only right to warn.
We shed tears. We may shed blood.
How much farther can I go?
Emotion cloud our judgment, and it almost doomed us. We need strategy and cool kids.
Should we fortify the camp? Wait for the vampire.
Fine day for it, eh? Got
Scavenge wherever you can from this mess.
Can I help you?
freshen your drink, perhaps?
Trust no one.
A long way to go still. I wonder how long this went overlooked.
Well, we're by a windmill, after all. Probably some cog or a joint in need of a little
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
That's curious.
Thought you might want to get your mind
Spirits have seen everything.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate. Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on. Kill it. Absorb its power.
What? No! I've had so little time!
Let's move. The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
Can't talk just now, sorry.
Let me have a little peek.
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jin, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
What's that?
jail cell. At least we'd have a bed.
Worse than the cabin is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
Oh, you're such a scaredy cat.
And for what? You didn't even find...
Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead.
Send them to serve this.
I'm not scared of the authorities.
I'm sure
There's no point arguing over the laws. We're not getting past that checkpoint without...
There is work to do.
No, never mind.
That might be worth a look.
What's that?
watch your back. What's that?
Still breathing, despite everything. Nothing but dirt. Nothing. Part of a ring. Looks like it combines with that other broken piece from before. What's that? What's that? Footprints. leading right into that cave. Everyone else minds their business. I'll be fine. Carefully now.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise. Two days just to get hold of a still watcher optic module. And for what? Waste of time.
Look, unless you're an expert in still watch.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work.
Keep a blade close. If I must, let's go to the shadows. A little chicanery. Pleasant ears.
Your attempted pickpocketing was noticed. Now you're light.
Don't touch me. Be very, very quiet. How can we rescue? A quick breath. You're coming with me. Not even a challenge. So, Demanded. Thank you.
there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
A thief's been picking pockets near here. This would be a good moment. You have a convincing air of...
I've got a long road ahead.
Ah, there you are. Wulbrin is planning something. Lots of moving parts. I'm still trying to suss the details myself. Some. But what he has planned...
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you, I hope. Good. We don't have a chance unless we stick together. Not while the Gondians' metal monsters are patrolling the streets. The Steel Watch, they're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. I heard about that. You had the Harpers all excited, but there aren't many Harpers left. These Steel Watchers, one of them is the equivalent of a red dragon. An army of them. Well, there's never been an army of dragons. By hitting the Gondians hard, they invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while the city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbrin, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barkus. The adults are talking. It's liberation. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. There is no other way. But I believe in second chances. When you come crawling back here, and you will, we can talk.
Let's see what you're hiding.
Gonna help us clear those watchers from the streets? Roof shit! Warburton's the only person standing up to Gortash. I thought you had stones. Guess I was... Gonna help us clear those watchers from the streets? Don't get cold feet. If you want peace, you don't...
Now you've spoken to the big man. Good. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive. And that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point. Funny. You're gonna need that sense of humor here. Might have overheard you talking to Wulbren. Sounds like you got cold feet. Listen. I'd gladly incinerate. There's no place for your bulk in here. Hoon. Pick a side or get out.
Flying under us. They'll come for us.
Delicious. You should have killed the little monsters.
Provoked. The child was poking and prodding them while they were trying to work.
To do.
They should arrest you all for gross negligence. Always ready.
Moving in.
What's the plan? Look for wreckage.
That's just a man in a costume. He's not really. How many red candles? They let in another horde of refugees this morning. When's it gonna stop? Never travels without his friends. Let's go. travel without Let's go. The bit. What's the...
Welcome, adventurer. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of... Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? My weapons are a bag. I provide a personalized service for... Tell me, how do you like to kill? I see. Playing to you, and when you kill someone, what do you feel? Killing holds no fear for you, does it? You One more question. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? You'll do so much worse by the time I'm done with you.
Still rolling in the... Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your... He'll find your weaknesses. Stick a knife in the cracks and remember, his throat spits lies, but my...
She's toying with me. What does she want?
Where are you? You? Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward. Is that so? You've got some evil... I'll tell you now. You'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you. Well, I'm sure... Ah, God's be damned. I need a bloody drink. Go on! What do you want now? And go down to the bloody ship. What do you want now? And go down to the...
In another horde of refugees this morning. The absolute time.
A little off the top.